Let's Nightfall, episode 30, and this week's Nightfall is the Wretched Eye. The modifiers are Arc Burn, Small Arms, Juggler, Airborne, and Daybreak. The Nightfall is super quick and easy this week, so if you are under light, make sure to get in here. So for the first portion, this bridge, totally ignore this. No point in wasting your guys' time. Just hug this left-hand side, follow my path. Gold tier is really low this week, and you're going to be finishing this so quickly that you don't really have to worry about killing too many ads. Hug this left side, continue to hug, drop down low right here if you need to from the ship that's coming in, but if you're quick enough, you won't have to even worry about that. Once you get here, hop on your Sparrow, and away we go. As far as setups this week, rock your Arc subclasses. If you have a Arc primary, definitely have that on, Arc Sniper, and an Arc Heavy. When you get to this new area, you're going to have some Fallen fighting some Hive. Ignore them for now. You want to focus on taking out the Siva stack. I like to come underneath the bridge. The Siva stack will be in a random spot. It's not going to be in the same spot for everybody, but it will be in this general vicinity. You need to locate this Siva stack and take it out before you will be able to move on. With Daybreak on, guys, don't forget, you're going to be getting your grenade back like instantaneously. So start hucking those babies and use your super. It's going to come back really, really quickly. So spam away. After you take out the Siva stack, then focus on taking out the ads. None of the ads are really that dangerous, though I'm a little low from that Servitor. Servitor can spam shots, and you also have the Boomer Knight, but he'll be focused on the enemies that he's fighting. He's really the only guy you got to worry about in this little portion because he does arc damage, but again, he's going to be focused on the other enemies. So when the doors open, you're going to have a couple Vandals, which you saw me just take out with that rocket launcher, and you're going to have a couple Invisible Sword Guys. The Invisible Sword Guys can be dangerous if they all group up on you and you're not paying attention. You'll have some Dregs up top, nothing to worry about. So here we go, we're going to left-hand side. Now you need to be careful on this left-hand side because you are going to have the Shanks that do arc damage, and with Arc Burn on this week, they can get you killed very, very quickly. Again, spam your grenades, spam your super, use that primary, especially if you have an arc one, you're going to be melting everything because Small Arms is on. Even if you don't have an arc primary, with Small Arms, you're going to be doing a ton of damage. Now move down the hill, you're going to have a bunch of Vandals there. One little rocket, arc rocket, will take them out, and as you see, I'm just going to use my super to smash the enemies in this room. You will have a bunch of enemies, and you need to take out this Siva stack. You'll have a couple more Invisible Sword Guys, which you saw one right there, a couple Vandals, and a Captain, which I took out with my smash. So Blade Dancers, you got like Showstopper on, go in there, wreck, and then Warlocks with Sith Lord. You're going to absolutely destroy everything. So we took out that Siva stack on the left-hand side. Now we need to take the Siva stack out on the right-hand side. You see I'm just floating rockets, killing stuff from as far away as possible. But with Daybreak on, guys, you can be a little more reckless, kind of throw caution to the wind. So there'll be a little Servitor right there, and then there's a Servitor in this back room that I like to take out. I like to take these guys out behind me before moving on to the Siva stack area, just so they don't creep up behind you. So you'll have a couple Vandals. You'll have one up on the upper catwalk, one in the backhand of the room, and you'll have this Captain. Again, with Daybreak on, guys, with your supers and nades coming back, especially Arc Burn on as well, you're going to absolutely demolish this Nightfall this week, guys. It's going to be very, very quick and very, very easy. After you take out those two Siva stacks, then you're going to have the big hangar doors open right here. Fall back a little bit because there are turrets. You don't want to be too far forward because those turrets will cut you down pretty quickly. So you're going to have some Vandals, quite a few of them, and you're also going to have that major Captain. Spam those nades, guys. Spam those rockets, machine gun, whatever you're rocking. Again, remember, don't be too far forward because these turrets will absolutely destroy you. After you clear out the little area, just use your primary or your sniper to take out the turrets, pick up ammo, and away we go. Now for this next portion, we're going to be entering the silos. If you've never done this strike before, or maybe you've only done it once or twice, focus on your radar. You see my little white arrow right there? Your arrow is going to be taking you to each Siva stack. So a lot of the times what you'll see on this run, you don't really have to kill all the enemies that are in a general silo because it's only one little area you have to go to. Now this room where this first Siva stack will be at is going to be packed with enemies, so be careful. I probably rushed this a little too much. I wouldn't go into the room until you clear out that back line, which is going to be Vandals and those Shanks. As I come into the room a tad early, so you see there was a Vandal, he's just now got killed, but you have those Shanks, and I got stuck on the steps and absolutely choked my Titan Smash there. So maybe not be as aggressive coming in the room as I did, guys. Take another 5 or 10 seconds to clear it out a little bit more before moving in and taking out the Siva stack. Now once you take out the Siva stacks, guys, you can move on. It's not based off of ads, it's based off of the Siva stack. So the Siva stacks are going to be spawned randomly in the rooms that they are. But there's times where you can see the Siva stacks outside of the rooms. You don't even have to kill any of the enemies. So this would be an example of what I was talking about. We're coming into a new silo, but you see my arrow? It's taking me to the next one already. So there's not a Siva stack in that silo, but there were enemies back there. Do not waste any of your time. No point in wasting time taking out enemies you don't have to. Once you move into this area, be careful of shanks. They will have sniper shanks every once in a while. So for example, look at this Siva stack. I don't even have to really kill these guys that I'm shooting if I didn't want to. I could just come in here, take out the Siva stack, hide. I don't really have to kill these guys. As you see, I'm just like, whatever. I'm going to bail and get the heck out of here. Again, guys, you don't have to kill the enemies. It's just based off of Siva stacks. And don't worry about your score, guys, for gold tier. Gold tier is super low this week in the score total, and you're going to be finishing this so fast that the gold tier score is easily achievable. So here we go. So I'm in the next silo, and I'm looking around. I haven't done this strike in like 5 years, so I'm totally confused of where to go. I'm looking at my arrow. I'm getting shot from somewhere. I'm an idiot. I don't know where to go. I finally realized, oh, maybe let's look down instead of looking up. When in doubt, guys, your arrow will take you to the promised land. So just follow that bad boy if you do get turned around like I did there a little bit. So here we go, just taking out this Servitor and these couple shanks in the last Siva stack. Now, I will be switching off of Zalo Supercell. So if you have Zalo, I would rock Zalo up until the boss. But I'm going to be switching to Fang of Iryu, which is an ARC scout rifle. So if you have access to different ARC weapons, something with a little bit more range, I would do that. But if you don't, you only have Zalo, then just stick with Zalo. Because where the boss is in a few of these spots, Zalo will be able to still hit. It's just not that far area. So if you're totally unfamiliar with this strike, we're going to be using the little Camp Chi spot up here. It is kind of hard to see. I will throw my nade up there a few times. And this isn't going to start until you examine the ogre. So if you've never gone up in this spot before, it's kind of funky if you've never done it before. Think of it like a sandwich. It's a V. You got to get inside that V. You got to be the peanut butter and jelly of that sandwich. So there's a slab on your left and slab on your right. So here we go. I'm in the spot. You can crouch down. So you're standing on like a little pipe. So if you've never been up in that spot, guys, just take 30 seconds, 45 seconds to get used to the jump getting up into it before you examine the ogre. Once you're ready to go, examine this ogre, and away we go. Hop up into the spot. So the little pipe that you are on in this spot. So there's going to be kind of left and right, which I'll explain here in a second. So you see me crouch down, and you have this big cement slab in front of you. So if you want to basically do damage on Kovik, you got to move to the right, but you don't want to move too far to the right because you will slide out of this spot. If you're taking damage, crouch back down and head to the left. Now you'll see here, I'm going to scooch. Every time you're trying to move out of this spot, scooch to the right. Check your crouch button. Can I stand up yet? I can't. Scooch a little bit more. Try again. Can I stand up yet? Okay, cool. I can stand up. Stop moving to the right. You don't want to move any further because you will slide out of this spot. As you see, guys, with an ARC primary, even if you don't have an ARC primary, with small arms on, an ARC sniper, guys, you're going to be melting through this dude's health. So you see he's rotating to a second spot. So we'll start out in the front right of the room. Now he's transitioning to the far left. Now this is the best spot because you can get all the way into the little chi spot here, all the way to the left. You don't have to worry about falling out. And you can kind of get him to get into this little corner routine where he comes out. You can snipe him a few times. He'll go back into cover. He'll wait a couple seconds. He'll come back out. You can snipe him a few times. You can melt him with your primary. He moves back into cover. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. When he's in this far left spot, this is the best spot because you can get him in this little corner loop where he goes behind cover, comes out, lets you dome him a couple times, goes behind cover, you're getting critical shots, you're stunning him, he's not even really going to be shooting you. So here we go. So this is the, I guess, dangerous spot, this front left spot, because he can hit you a little bit better, but again, with all this cement and rubble and crap in front of you guys, it's going to block 99% of his shot. He just can hit you a little bit from that area. So now we've transitioned to the Shank phase of this part. And this is the, guess, quote-unquote dangerous part because of arc burn. Now be very careful throwing grenades out of this spot, guys, because it can get blocked the majority of the time and you can get yourself killed. But just focus on this left-hand area. You see where I'm spamming nades? That's where the Shanks will bunch up in this area. They will come to you. The Shanks are really nice about it. They're not going to be spread out around the room. They're going to all funnel. As you see, I'm just spamming grenades, and they're just going to keep running into the grenades. Now, again, be careful with the grenades, which you'll see me do once or twice. You can get yourself killed, and you're just as well off shooting the Shanks. And don't worry about the ogre if you've never done this strike before. So you'll see right here, I'm going to miss a grenade throw, and you can get yourself killed. Look at that. Miss the grenade throw, and it almost kills me. So you have to be very, very careful. Don't shoot rockets out of this spot. I'm sure that goes without saying, guys, but do not try to float a rocket, because you see you got the ogre on your right. When you're on the right-hand side of the spot, he can block your primary shots and your sniper shots, so he can block rocket shots as well. If you're going to use a heavy, use a machine gun, but you're not really going to be using a heavy this week. You're going to be using your primary, whatever that may be, and you're going to be using your sniper. So just don't use rockets on the boss portion. If you got to use a heavy, use your machine gun, but don't use rockets. So here we go. We got all the shanks down. The shanks are the hard portion of this boss fight, but up in this spot, really not too bad. They can hit you, though, so they will bunch down in a little area where you saw me throwing nades, this little pillar right in front of me, what I'm aiming at kind of right now. If you're not taking them out fast enough, you're not focusing on them, and they're bunching up, those little suckers can get you killed really quickly. So make sure to focus on those shanks. Get them out of there. You don't want them to see you at all, because they can be very dangerous. So Kovik is over here. He's played in hide and seek. There will be moments when he's on this left-hand area where he's waddling around, and this dude walks like he's got 2 broken legs. He walks so slow, dude, and sometimes he just takes forever to come out of cover sometimes. So be patient. Here we go. We're lighting him up with our primary, trying to get him to rotate to his 4th and final spot. He should be going. There he goes. So here we go. So again, guys, when you're moving to the right, I'm inching. Inch, crouch button, inch, crouch button. Okay, I popped up, stop moving to the right. Once you can pop up, stop moving to the right. So here we go, I'm lighting Kovik up. I'm going to crouch back down, moving to the left. Now I want to move back out, inching. You see, I'm barely moving, inch, crouch, inch, crouch. Now there are moments when he comes where he is right now where you don't have to go too far to the right. You can just go a little bit and still be crouched behind this boulder because he went to a spot where you could see him. So here we go. He's almost dead. He's got a sliv. So again, guys, when you're moving from the left-hand side of the spot to the right-hand side of the spot, when you're moving to the right, inch, check your crouch button. Can I stand up? I can't stand up. Inch again. Do it again. Okay, cool. I can stand up. Stop moving to the right. If you move any further, you will fall out of the spot. So there we go. We've done it. You've done it. Very quick, very easy this week, guys. We can fast forward to the reward. So hopefully this video was helpful, and hopefully it helps you get it done this week, guys. Let's see what we get. Oh, come on. Dude, these Nightfall rewards need a major overhaul at Destiny 2. Have a good one, guys. See ya.